Judge Elena Khan was known for her sharp mind and her unshakable sense of justice. In the courtroom, her words carried weight. People listened, and her verdicts changed lives. Outside those walls, Elena's life was nothing but routine lonely nights, endless case files, and a heart that never dared to wander. Until she met Dr. Maya Siddiqui. Maya wasn't just a brilliant doctor. She was fearless, known for working long hours at the city hospital. She carried herself with warmth, patience, and the ability to make anyone feel seen. Their paths crossed when Elena's younger brother was injured in an accident, and Maya was the attending physician. The first time Elena looked into Maya's eyes, she felt something she hadn't felt in years, pull, sharp, and undeniable. But duty had always ruled Elena's life. Judges weren't supposed to get distracted, especially not by personal feelings. And Maya, she lived in a world of compassion and healing, far from Elena's rigid, rule-bound existence. Still, fate didn't care about rules. Their second meeting wasn't in a hospital, but at a charity gala. The room buzzed with activity, and Elena, dressed in her finest, felt strangely out of place. She sipped her champagne, pretending to engage with the other lawyers and judges, but her attention kept drifting to the entrance. Across the room, Maya stood elegantly, laughing at something a colleague had said. Her smile was like a beacon, drawing Elena's gaze. Maya saw Elena looking and smiled wider. She excused herself from the conversation and walked over, her steps purposeful. "You're the judge with the icy stare," Maya teased gently, raising an eyebrow. "And you're the doctor who doesn't know how to rest," Elena replied, surprised by her own sharpness. Maya chuckled, unfazed. "Guilty as charged. But what brings you to this delightful duty?" Elena said simply, and Maya arched an eyebrow. "So unlike you to run from it," she pressed, and Elena blushed slightly, caught off guard by Maya's easy confidence. Their initial jabs soon turned into genuine conversation. They spoke about the hospital expansion project, a topic Elena was passionate about, and about the challenges of balancing ambition and personal life, something both understood well. As the night went on, Elena found herself drawn to Maya's energy. She learned about the innovative new treatments Maya wanted to bring to the hospital and the grueling hours she spent working. Elena also shared her frustration with the slow pace of legal reform and the emotional toll it took on her. By the end of the night, they had traded numbers and promised to keep in touch. For Elena, it was the beginning of a confusing, exhilarating journey. She began seeing Maya regularly, meeting for lunches or taking long walks together. Elena loved hearing about Maya's patients and the satisfaction she derived from helping them. Meanwhile, Maya was intrigued by Elena's passion for law and the intricacies of the judicial system. Despite their different backgrounds, they found common ground in their desire to make a positive impact on the world, albeit in different ways. There were times when Elena would catch herself daydreaming about what it would be like to have Maya by her side, not just as a partner in crime fighting, but as a partner in life. The thought was both terrifying and exhilarating. She knew her feelings were growing, but she was scared to explore them fully. After all, she had built her life around order and control. Love, with its messiness and unpredictability, had no place in her carefully constructed world. Meanwhile, Maya sensed Elena's internal conflict. She knew that Elena was holding back, afraid to fully embrace their growing feelings for each other. One rainy afternoon, while curled up in Elena's apartment watching old movies, Maya finally confronted Elena about it. "You live by rules, Elena. But tell me, when do you start living for yourself?" Her words echoed in Elena's mind long after she had fallen asleep. The following weeks were a turning point in their relationship. Elena started sharing more of herself with Maya, opening up about her childhood and the sacrifices she had made to get where she was. She also acknowledged her fear of losing herself in a relationship and her worries about what people might say. Maya listened patiently, offering comfort and understanding. She reassured Elena that she wasn't disappearing and that their love wouldn't change who Elena was, but would only enhance her life. Their bond deepened, and Elena began to shed her armor bit by bit, revealing the vulnerable, loving woman underneath. But Elena's struggle was not entirely her own. There were outside forces at play, whispers in the courthouse hallways, and raised eyebrows at social events. Torn between her feelings for Maya and her fear of scandal, Elena retreated into her work, burying herself in legal research and long hours at the office. She hoped that by throwing herself into her work, she could outrun her feelings. But Maya wasn't having it. She confronted Elena, calling her out on her avoidance tactics and reminding her of the strength and happiness they found in each other. Elena broke down, realizing that she couldn't keep running. She needed to decide what truly mattered to her. Days turned into weeks, and Elena grappled with her decision. She sought advice from her colleagues, some of whom, to her surprise, were supportive and understanding. Realizing that she wasn't alone in this battle, Elena started to come out of her shell. She began introducing Maya to her friends and colleagues. Slowly but surely, with each passing day, the fear of exposure became less daunting, replaced by the certainty of her love for Maya. One evening, while having dinner with some of her closest friends, Elena made a toast. 2 new beginnings, 2 love found, and 2 breaking the mold. Because sometimes the most satisfying rulings come from following your heart. The room erupted in applause, and Elena felt a sense of liberation. She had come out. She was still Elena, the brilliant, no-nonsense judge, but now she was also Elena, the woman in love. Months passed, and Elena found herself in a courtroom once again. This time, it was a young woman seeking justice against those who wronged her. Elena could relate to the plaintiff's fear and determination, having faced similar societal pressures herself. As the trial progressed, Elena saw her own story reflected in the plaintiff's struggle, which made her ruling even more powerful. Her words resonated with strength and conviction, leaving no doubt about her support for the plaintiff. The courtroom was silent as Elena delivered her verdict, and afterward, as the media gathered outside, she knew that this case would be remembered. But it was Maya's hand in hers that anchored her, reminding her of the real victory she had won: the right to love and be loved in return. In the quiet of their home, surrounded by the comforting aroma of spices from Maya's latest culinary experiment, Elena finally let go. Years of pent-up emotions, fears, and dreams tumbled out of her, raw and unrestrained. She poured her heart out, confessing everything she had held back, every fear, every dream. And as Maya listened, her hand resting reassuringly on Elena's, she understood. Understanding wasn't enough. She wanted to be a part of the solution, so she offered her support, promising to stand by Elena to help her navigate the choppy waters, and to remind her of her worth whenever the waves threatened to drown her. The road ahead wouldn't be easy. There would be challenges and there would be moments when the weight of their choices felt like a heavy cloak. But as long as they had each other, as long as their love was their guiding star, they knew they could face whatever storms came their way. Theirs was a love story born in secrecy and nurtured in the shadows, but it was a love story nonetheless. It was a testament to the enduring power of connection, the strength of shared values, and the courage it takes to follow your heart, no matter the cost. And as Elena and Maya stood there in the soft glow of their kitchen, they knew they were just getting started.